All right, so a few weeks ago on KPRC Plus, I talked about infertility and a new clinic that was opening here in Houston, the affordability of it all. Today, we're also going to talk about infertility issues, whether you're a same-sex couple, single individuals, or you have health issues. Those are a few reasons that people may choose to use a surrogate to achieve the dream of parenthood. While finding a surrogate has always been a long process, it's now harder than ever before. Jeff Hu, founder of Surrogate First, started his journey 15 years ago as an intended parent himself, and he joins us today to discuss the nationwide shortage of surrogates. Jeff, good morning. Can you tell us why is there a shortage of surrogates?
That's right, Haley. Thank you so much. As you know, there's always been a high demand just because of the strong requirements that it takes to become a surrogate. Also, as you mentioned, infertility affects about 1 in 6 couples in the whole nation. And I think that surrogacy has become more mainstream in our generation, where a lot of respected and celebrities are openly sharing their stories and their journeys. But I think there's 2 reasons that it is most immediately having a impact. One is COVID. Having a backlog of intended parents, but also the vaccination policy. And something that is, second is something that is very, very prevalent right now in Texas that is nationwide also is about the termination and abortion kind of issues. So those are also impeding people's decisions if they want to become a surrogate and also pursue surrogacy itself.
I see what you're saying, but is there anything that is within our control that we can do about this to improve this shortage?
For sure. I think that for vaccination, for the state, for your termination stance, we don't have to be, we can always find a perfect match between the surrogate and the intended parent. For vaccination, there are majority of surrogates that prefer not to be vaccinated, but there are also many intended parents that share the same views. And the same goes for the termination policies. Just to be honest, it's very, very rare in the realm and industry of surrogacy to actually have a termination or need for abortion based on all the advanced testing and genetic tests, as well as PGD tests on the embryo before we do the transfers. So a lot of these things can be, let's say, matched and avoided as long as we have strong communication.
And Jeff, what's the main reason that you've found that someone might want to become a surrogate?
That is a fantastic question. We did a recent survey. Far and above 70% plus of surrogates, experienced surrogates, mentioned that they want to just help a family in need. So I found that surrogates are traditionally very, very altruistic. They're very committed. They have to have 12 to 18 months of time dealing in a very, very complex and sometimes very stressful situation with legal, medical, IVF, birth, and they have to be pregnant for 9 months. So these people really have to be committed.
That's true. Jeff, this might be a personal question, but why did you choose surrogacy over adoption?
For me, me and my wife struggled with infertility for 6 years. We had lived in Asia. I call my children $1 million babies because we went to 4 different countries, multiple cycles. And in the end, because we had, my wife had physical issues, we decided that we wanted to just pursue surrogacy. And that was about 11 years ago. And we were happy to be able to have a family. And I just wanted to say that our surrogate to us is almost like a hero for these intended parents that aren't able to carry themselves and they're able to help us start a family. They truly are heroes in the intended parents' eyes.
Yeah, I see that. They've helped you achieve something that is really a wonderful and joyous thing. How does this surrogate, this shortage of surrogates impact future intended parents? What do you think about that?
Well, I think for the intended parents like ourselves, we've already gone through a long, long journey. So intended parents traditionally, regardless of what the economy is doing, they really can't wait. So what happened is that, prices have gone up, waiting times have gone longer. So a lot of families are kind of suffering because they've been on this journey for 7, 8, 10 plus years, and they just really need to get started in having a family. So this is kind of the impact that it's having on traditional intended parents.
Really fascinating topic. Thank you, Jeff Hu, for joining us this morning. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to explain this shortage of surrogates. You are the founder of Surrogate First. And again, thank you for joining us this morning.